You went out drinking the night before. You know how we done got over brothers that got lit. You know, here it is. You had a night of drinking, and you wake up the next morning. Hey, I ain't worried about nothing. I ain't trying to put nothing on my stomach. The first thing I'm looking for is a bottle of water.
Yeah.
Why? Because your tongue is dry, man. It feels like it's like sandpaper. Goddamn near like
a desert.
Like a desert. It's like I gotta quench this, man. I have to quench this thirst. That's exactly how your tongue. It said your tongue shall cleave to the roof of his mouth. It's gonna be stuck. You ain't even gonna be able to breathe, but yet you're gonna be able to feel all of this fire, all of the indignation of the Lord while he putting that fire belt to your backside, man. You're gonna feel this, man.
It shut him up too.
Yeah, kind.
It's gonna be horrible, man.
Yeah, and your tongue cleaving to your mouth is you having that's the inability to speak.
Yeah.
You ain't gonna be no shit talking in that day. Ain't gonna be no praying. Well, I'm sorry, Lord. Nah, it's too late for that, homie. You can't even use your tongue. It's stuck to the top of your mouth. It's getting 808 by fervent heat, man.
That's gonna be crazy, man. I got
Yep.
you. This is verse 13. And it shall come to pass in the day that the great tumult for the Lord Yahweh Shem Yahushai shall be among them. They shall lay hold every one on the hand of his neighbor, and his hand shall rise up
Yeah, that was
against.
it. I think
Yeah, that was it.
That was
Yeah.
it on that. So I'm gonna go here. This is Isaiah chapter 54, verse 16. Because with all of these things that we're saying, you guys are cherry picking the Bible. You guys are only bringing out misery. You guys are only bringing out death. You guys are you guys are so melancholy. What was this? What did he say? A book of lamentations, mournings, and woe.
Yeah.
That's what this book is about, man. You know why? All of these it says through the terror of the Lord do we persuade men. That's what persuaded me. I understood it was like, yo, the next war is gonna be the war to end all wars. So you know you couldn't run from it. But when you hear the Lord is gonna do it to you, the Lord is gonna shoot missiles because you hear the salvation. Yo, he's actually gonna beam up particular Israelites, individuals that are actually keeping his laws, statutes, and commandments, and he's gonna leave the undesirables. He's gonna leave them down here to burn in the lake of fire. Who ain't gonna be terrified by that? Because you know the missiles are real. You saw what Esau did to Nagasaki and Hiroshima. You seen what he did to Ammon, man. You seen how Esau get down. So what more? So what more now? All right. It says, this is Isaiah chapter 54, verse 16. Behold, I have created the smith that bloweth the coals in the fire. So the Lord said he has created the smith. And who is that smith? The Russians, man. Those Russians, you know, with Oppenheimer. What was his first name? Something. It doesn't even matter. Oppenheimer and Albert Einstein, man. The Lord put the spirit on them, on that smith man. Because what is a blacksmith? He makes swords, man. He's a worker of metals. And what is those thermal and nuclear missiles? Though that is work of metal, man. That's a work of metal. It's coming out of a metal silo. All of that heat is being contained in two different compartments.
Yep.
in a metal bullet.
Plutonium and the enriched uranium and the atoms. I think it's either fission or fusion. I think it's fusion.
It's fusion.
It's fusion. When they put them together and it creates that nuclear explosion or whatever.
It's fusion.
And fission is when they split it together, but it creates a powerful explosion, and that took and that was actually given to them by Yahweh Shem Yahushai.
That was the spirit of the Lord.
That was the spirit of the Lord that gave them that technology to be able to create such a destructive weapon.
He says what? That he created the smith. It says, behold, I have created the smith that blow up the coals in the fire. Esau didn't create himself. It was the Most High. The Most High put the spirit on him. All right? It says, and that bringeth forth an instrument for his work, and I have created the waster to destroy. And now that's the biggest point. The waster is Esau, because Esau, if you'll pull that in, you'll hold what you got and pull that in Habakkuk, because Esau is as death, man.
I had that earlier.
Yeah, that was the spirit that came back around there. Because Esau, it says, and I have created the waster to destroy. Yeah, Esau ain't making all of these missiles for nothing. He ain't making them for show. Look at this great such and such. Look at this great such and such. Russia ain't created the Satan 1 and the Satan 2 just for show. He created it to use. It's gonna be used, man. And that waster is the nation of Edom. All right. And that.
Yeah, I got it. Give me 1 second. This is Habakkuk.
We step up a little bit.
This is Habakkuk 2, and I'm gonna start at verse 3. No, I'm gonna start at verse 2. It says, "And the Lord answered me and said, Write the vision and make it plain upon tables that he may run that readeth it." For
Go ahead, read it back, folks.
it says, "And the Lord answered me and said, Write the vision and make it plain upon tables that he may run that readeth it."
And that's exactly what we're doing, man. And it's made plain, and we read it, and now we're running. We're running to tell you individuals, you know? Because Jake always likes to be the first on the scene. All right?
It says, "For the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie."
And it's speaking now, man. It's speaking. The vision is being spoken. These people, here it is, 2020 was the worst year in these people's lifetime, man. So these prophecies are speaking. Continue.
And it says, "Because it will surely come," it's like it says, "and it will not lie, though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come, it will not tarry. Behold, his soul which is lifted up is not upright in him, but the just shall live by his faith. Yea," I was like,
No, you got it. And Esau's spirit is not upright in him. And we are living by that faith, man. That's why we come out week in and week out. Why? Because we understand these prophecies and we actually have faith. But through us seeing how the Lord has dealt and how the Lord deals with us, that hey, it would only behoove us to come out here and do what's righteous so we won't be partakers in this thermonuclear fire.
God. It says, "Yea, also because he transgresses by wine his philosophies, he is a proud man, neither keepeth at home, who enlarges his desires."
Read back up to the wine. Babu Shah Salak.
God, it says, "Yea, because he transgresses by wine."
Yeah, so through his doctrines, through his philosophies, through all of his information, disinformation, and misinformation, these people don't know what to believe. They understand that missiles are here on the planet Earth and there's a true imminent threat of World War III, but yet through all of the other bullshit, through all the other wine, through the drunkenness of the many manifolds of filthiness within Esau's wine, they really think, it won't happen to me. It won't be in my lifetime. It'll be in my great-grandchildren's lifetime. That's exactly what the Edomite said. The Edomite, before this Edomite, before that Edomite. Hey, but we're actually here now. We're at the very end, man. Somebody has to actually see the coming day of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. Somebody has to see the destruction, and it is you.
And you know, also too, I just wanted to add to the brother's point, all of the other propaganda that they put out there, you know, the whole COVID-19 thing, that's pushed out very heavy to take your mind off of what's going on as far as World War III. Then you got the unemployment thing that's going on, so that's here to take your mind off of World War III. And hey, something as simple as these damn women out here dressing like hoes and thoughts, they take your mind off of what's happening. You're up here chasing some ran through box. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
And the man of sin's being revealed. Like that was heavy to me. Like saying, "Oh, you're the Edomites."
Right.
Like that's crazy. That's wild.
And you know, we were at camp the other day, and some guy had walked past because you know you got a lot of simple jakes. You know, like you just said, the Edomites are the wicked. You got good ones. They're not all bad, bro. They come from a bad root. They come from a bad branch. There's you might have the best of the worst, but it's still the damn worst, man. It's still the worst of the worst, man. What are you talking about? It's the best. It's the best of the damn worst, but they're still evil. They're still Edomites. If you take one apple, right, and you put that apple in the center, a rotten apple, and put that in the center of ripe apples, how long is it going to be before all the apples are it's not going to take that long because it's going to hop from person to person, and that's how these Edomites are. Continuing on, it says, yea, also because he transgresses by wine, he's a proud man, neither keepeth at home, For enlarges his desire as hell.
So everything that he can lay his eyes upon, man, he wants, man. He has to have it. And he'll go to the ends of the earth by any means necessary on some Malcolm X type stuff to get it, man. To receive it. And what's that end all be all? He gonna swing that sword, man. He gonna use his gift. All right, and it's for you as you being Israelites to use yours, man. That's how we truly tap into our power, man. Through prayer, you turning back unto Yahweh Shem Yahushua. You taking heed to the words that are being spoken by way of his prophets, man. Lord willing, we be found in that number. But that's what it's about. You tell me?
And it says, and is as death and cannot be satisfied.
Yeah, and that's the point. Esau is as death. So that waster to destroy, that's Esau, because he's his death. Everything that he touches is death, man. Everywhere Esau goes is death. Matter of fact, the water, brother. Now you have it here. Now this is an Edomite, J. Robert Oppenheimer. That's it says the father of the atomic bomb after witnessing the first death. He says, "Now I am become death, the destroyer of worlds." And that was prophetic, man. Why? Because that's the true spirit of an Edomite. He understood his purpose on the planet Earth, man. He's death, man. And Jake is life.
If you ever seen that movie, Planet of the Earth, not
Planet of the Apes.
not the original one with Charleston Heston, right?
Yeah.
And they had their little epistles, and the ape pulled it out, and he said he had the white dude, and he had the Statue of Liberty, and he said, "Beware of him. He is the harbinger of death. Not only will he make a desert out of your home, but he'll make a desert out of his own." That's the devil, and that's him telling you that he know who he is. You know, because those apes was representative of the Israelites taking Esau into captivity. You see what I'm saying? And he's telling them like, hey, don't get his dude no freedom, because if you let him multiply, you let him do whatever, he's going to destroy your home and his, because he can't be satisfied. That goes into the scripture right here, that he is as death, man. He's everywhere he go, he turns it into hell. It's hell. Like, oh, America is a paradise. Now it's hell. You know what I'm saying? Like, you used to be able to just go to a fruit tree and pick a fruit and eat it. You know, now you can't do that. I had a brother from one of the Florida camps. He was telling me how they go and they cut the blossoms, the citrus blossoms, out of everybody's. They cut the blossoms off of the blossoming oranges and grapefruits and limes and all that stuff from the trees in people's backyards and in front of their houses. Why do they do that? So you'll be forced to go to the store to buy their products. This is how this devil thinks. Oh, we can't have them growing their own stuff because you know what? That's more of a paradise. We got to profit off of their ass. You know, that's just damn devil, man.
Oh, so you spoke on to the fact that how Esau used to go down the streets playing a little bullshit. Yeah, because I remember coming up in the 90s, man. You know, they come to these little country bumpkin towns or whatever. And what does Esau do? We're trying to get rid of mosquitoes. That was the thing. We're trying to get rid of mosquitoes. That's what they was telling country bumpkins back where I'm from, man. But Esau literally was spraying chemicals through Jake neighborhoods, only Jake neighborhoods. I remember back, 95, 96, every time I used to have to go to the harlot house on Sundays, man, it was this particular Israelite woman. I would always shake her tree and, hit her for the plums, man. Put them in my, put it in the butter bowl, and I'm eating on plums while I'm in the harlot house, man. Yo, it was by the time I turned 12, it was nothing, man. Anything wrong with your tree? I don't know, baby. They ain't been growing for a couple of years. Hey, it used to be pecan trees all through Georgia, all through Alabama. Honeysuckle, none of that stuff grows anymore, man.
Because this devil, he's all about profit. He's all about making money. He's all about control. He has to have his hand on everything. So have you ever heard of the Food Restoration Act that was passed during the Obama administration? And it federalizes all food. So that means that he can come take control of your seeds. He can seize all of your stuff. He can control what you're growing in your backyard. Why? Because he wants to be the one to tell you what you can and can't eat. He wants to be the one to control when you do eat. You know, he don't want you being self-reliant or self-sufficient in any type of way. That's how this devil is. He enlarges his borders as hell, man. Who the hell want to be under a person's thumb when you got all this goddamn land where you can grow your own stuff, but he makes it to where you can't even produce your own food?
Yeah. And it's bewildering. It's like you hate me so much as an Israelite because I'm a Jake, man. You hate Jake so much that he's willing to sacrifice his own people. Sacrifice his own people, so his own people can't even go out here and eat like that. So everybody's relying on him, man. You would think you do right by your people. Hey, man, I'm gonna give y'all this, and no, not with Esau, man. Hey, man, all of y'all are like, and it's only the top tier elite Edomites get the pleasures of the earth, man. Not you low-level Edomites, man. Why? Because just as the scriptures have said, he's a waster, man. He's a murderer. He's a killer. That's just all he brings about is death, man. And if it wasn't for Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, yo, man, I don't want to see America in 10 years, man. I don't want to see this place, man.
Hey, you know, real quick, and then I'll throw it right back to you. There was a video. It was an animation, real quick. It was an animation, and it was an animation about Esau. And he started off, he was walking, he seen a snake, and he made it into some snake shoes, and then he seen a chicken, and he turned the chicken into some fried chicken, and before you know it, he just had the whole world under his subjection, and it was all this trash coming from everywhere, and before you know it, the whole world was destroyed. There was literally nothing else but Esau sitting on a throne of filth. And something amazing happened in the end. Something came out the sky and kicked his ass off of his throne.
Who was that?
Who was that? Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. Like, bro, you done had the power seat. This and you done did with it. You done destroyed every goddamn thing. And that's Esau, man. You know, and that's why it goes into in the book of Malachi 1 and 4, where it talks about how he shall build and the Lord will throw down. He gonna throw down. You know what I'm saying? And that's exactly what the Most High do. He about to throw your shit down for the last time, E.
That's right. You had something? I got something.
Go ahead,
This is Matthew chapter 24, verse 22. And except those days be shortened, there should no flesh be saved. So the Lord said, yo, if I didn't begin to speed up the time in 2020, yo, man, you guys wouldn't exist come 2021, 2022. If Lord forbid we have to see 2022. You know? All right. This is Matthew 24 and 22. And except those days be shortened, there should no flesh be saved. But for the elect's sake, those days shall be shortened. And that elect are the men that come out here and do the work of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, the individuals that are in the spirit of repentance, understanding that, yo, we're in the hands of the Lord. We're under the foot of Esau by way of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. That the only way that we shall see peace is through us coming back to the law, statutes, and commandments. For these individuals, the Lord is shortening the days, man. For you being sincerely hearted towards the Heavenly Father, man. For your sake. If you just coming in yesterday, hey, you could be an elect. He did it for you. You never know. The only way you can know is if what? You continue in the things in which you've been taught, the things that you've learned, you're learning now, from here on out. Continue in them, and what? You may be found at that number. And the Lord is shortening these days for the individuals that are mindful of Him, man. All right? Yeah, okay. The water Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. You hear something?
Yeah. This is Isaiah 34 and 1. It says, "Come near, ye nations, to hear, and hearken, ye people. Let the earth hear and all that is therein, the world and all therein that come forth of it. For the indignation of the Lord Yahweh Hashem Yahushua is upon all the nations, and his fury upon all their armies. He shall utterly destroy them. He hath delivered them to the slaughter. Their slain also shall be cast out, and their stink shall come up out of their carcasses, and the mountains shall be melted with their blood. And all the host of heaven shall be dissolved, and the heavens shall be rolled together as a scroll, and all their hosts shall fall down as a leaf falleth from the vine, and as a falling fig from a fig tree. So yeah, what he's saying is that the Lord is not just tired of America, he's tired of all y'all nations, man.
That's right.
He's sick of all y'all. So even though America is going to get the brunt of this destruction, like I said, all y'all other nations, y'all gonna get it on the chin too.
Yeah.
Y'all not gonna come out of this unscathed, okay? Y'all carcasses ain't gonna be nobody to clean up the dead, man. Ain't gonna be nobody to come and pick up the dead bodies that's gonna be in the street. You're gonna see dead, you're gonna be stepping over dead bodies, man. You're gonna be stepping over people that are just laid out on the street. And that's even gonna be before the missiles hit. When the sedition among men happened, what was that Bushwick? Remember
Yeah,
that show
Bushwick, yeah.
Bushwick that happened, that movie Bushwick, where they were showing how it would play out? Yeah, it's gonna be worse than that. You can't even imagine what's gonna happen, okay? And it says, and all the hosts of heaven shall be dissolved, and the heavens shall be rolled together like a scroll, and that's going into those thermonuclear missiles, okay? Oh, you know what? Salakia. This is one, I forgot to go to verse 5, Salakia. This is Isaiah verse 5. It says, for my sword shall be bathed in heaven. Behold, it shall come down upon Idumea. All right? And that's a Greek way of saying Edom. Okay? So that's going into the destruction of Babylon and Idumea and where the dwelling place of these Edomites, wherever they be. Okay? And then it says, and upon the people of my curse. Who are the people of his curse? Who's the only one that ain't got no melanin? You know? Who's been judged? Who's been deemed the wicked of the earth? Y'all Edomites, man. Y'all the people of the curse. All right? To judgment. The sword of the Lord is filled with blood and is made fat with the fatness and with the blood of the lambs and goats with the fat of the kidneys of rams. For the Lord has sacrificed in Basra and a great slaughter in the land of Idumea. Okay? So the Lord is coming for you Edomites, man. The Lord is going to judge you for all of your destruction, your hate, you know what I'm saying, toward the Israelites, all of your wickedness, you know. Everything y'all Edomites do is contrary against the Lord. The Lord say, hey, homosexuality, don't do that. Y'all make it, man, y'all make it to where you can get married. Right? And then you get a side eye when somebody here, homosexuals can't get married in America? What the hell is going on here? You know? We at camp on Saturday and we see two guys coming out kissing out of the church on Saturday. Like, what the hell? This is your society. You know what I'm saying? You make it to where not only the scriptures say that if a man put away his wife, she leaves with nothing, right? Why the hell did a woman automatically get the kids? She get alimony, she get child support. If you got any houses or anything like that, she get that too.
Salah, hey, and the only reason she even got with the guy in the first place was what? Because the world treated her as she was, man, a freak, a skeezer. And what did she do? She got with this man with an ill eye, with ill intentions, for him to pull her up out of this ditch, out of this hole, for her to kick him in it, man. Hey, the Lord don't take too kindly of that, man.
Yeah. And who creates that scenario?
The unrighteous decrees.
The unrighteous decrees. The unrighteous decrees, man. And y'all Edomites are the ones that push that. Oh, he wrong. Oh, they got this new thing. I forgot the name of this title. It's expressive feminism. Expressive feminist. It's when, okay, before feminists was like, well, we have a problem with us showing our body and all that stuff. Now they have something where it's okay for you to express your womanness by walking around dressed like a thot, by walking around dressed like a hoe. Okay. But you still are considered a feminist. You're down for women's rights, and your body is considered a canvas of art. What kind of shit is that to think? You know? Oh, because you have something that men look at to desire, right? Now you want to flaunt it off in front of everybody, but then you treat it like a harlot. Or like a whore, you get promoted in this society.
That's right.
You don't get shamed. You get promoted for being a hoe, for being a harlot. That's what completely against what the Lord say. The scriptures say, "Thou shalt not make a harlot out of the daughters of Egypt, the daughters of Zion." Man,
that's right.
You should not do that. But y'all promote hoism among the women in our society, man. But among our nation.
But they'll ask us, so why is the Lord coming against us with thermal and nuclear fire? Because of the example that the brother's bringing out, man. You guys deserve fire, man. The entire nation of Edom deserves fire.
And y'all Israelites
American.
too.
Yeah.
Y'all 2/3 niggas, y'all deserve it too.
Was
It's
that
like
on
it.
that?
Yeah, that was it on that.
And so I will end off here. Let me get it. This is Revelations chapter 2, verse 25. Because at the end all be all, to wrap this up, man. Yo, this message is to you Israelites, man. To you so-called Negroes, Latino, Native American, and Seminole Indians. To hell with Esau. To hell with Am. To hell with Moab, man. To hell with these heathen nations, man. This is for you to turn back, man. Because if this message scared you, if this message offended you, hey, do something about it, man. Either come against the Lord and happily find yourself to fight against your power when you're going to get mowed down, or you're going to become a part of this army, man. And you can become a part of that salvation, all right? This is Revelation chapter 2, verse 25. But that which ye have already hold fast until I come. So if this is all you understand of the scriptures, thermonuclear fire is coming to America unto the wicked, to the nation of Edom as a whole, but also unto wicked Israelites. The Lord said, hold fast unto that. If that's what causes you to fear me and to keep my law, statutes, and commandments, hey, did not the scripture say, hey, better is a man that is righteous over a little than a man that is basic, roughly paraphrased, and I'm butchering, but basically it's better to be a man that you keep one precept of the scriptures than a man that offends in them all, man. Here it is. He know the entire scriptures. He know the entire Bible in and out or whatever, but he don't keep none of them. It's better. You are better off than him, man. So hold fast to that which you have, man. All right? It says, but that which ye have already hold fast till I come. And he that overcometh and keepeth my works until the end, to him will I give power over the nations. So what little information that you do have through the knowledge, wisdom, and understanding of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, grow upon it. If hell pops off, if you know Jacob's trouble pop off tomorrow, man, all hell pops off tomorrow, you still good because you held fast, man. You didn't disregard it. You didn't kick it to the side. You didn't throw it behind you. All right. It says, he that overcometh and keepeth my works until the end. He that keepeth the works unto the end, the same shall be saved, roughly paraphrased. All right. To him will I give power over the nations. And who do you want to put your foot on? Esau. Who you want to put your foot on? Ham. Because I hate you Hamites, man. I hate that feed the children. I've always hated that commercial, man. I used to feel bad until I understood I was an Israelite. Now I understand. I hate your face, man. I hate you Hamites. Man. I hate the sight of you.
My title is Moab and Ham, man. Moab is my number one outside of Esau, man.
So the Lord said he's going to give us power over these nations, man. Over them all, you know? Because every brother we got our experiences here in this society. And he shall rule them with a rod of iron. So it's going to be hard, man. All right? As the vessels of a potter shall they be broken into shivers. So Esau is going to, just as well as Jake scatter like roaches, like when you cut the light on, roaches are scatter. That's how, if Esau was to pull up on this block and it was a couple of 30 of Jakes out here and say they was on some bullshit, the moment Esau pull up, hey, Jake finna scatter. It's just like you taking a pot, and it's all shattered. It's a whole bunch of shivers that can't be put back together. That's gonna be Esau. That's that destruction, man. That's for these nations. Well, these nations are actually gonna be healed after that 1,000 years of slavery. But Esau is to be done away with, man.
Hey, it goes into that in the book of Obadiah. I was holding it earlier, you know what I'm saying? But it goes into how Esau is going to be completely destroyed and done away with. And rightfully so, man.
Okay.
Rightfully so, because if you came back again, as the scriptures say, righteousness, show righteousness, what does it say? Roughly paraphrasing, the righteousness can't learn wicked. The wicked can't learn righteousness. Roughly paraphrasing, you know, you got your land, you got the power, and you still can't learn righteousness, man. You still can't be in the power. Yeah, you still can't learn it, man.
Ezekiel 36.
Nah, we ain't got to pull it. We finna end off on here because it's the spirit. It's the spirit. You know, that's That's the end all be all, man. Like, unless you want to taste of this fire of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, it would behoove you if you came across this lesson to remember, because are the thermal and nuclear missiles real? Yes. Is the threat of World War III, is it imminent? Yes. Are you finished here in this society? Yes. All right then. If you understand these three things, man, hey, take some time out and consider Yahweh Shem Yahushua, man. Because these curses fit you, so-called Negroes, Latino, Native American, and Seminole Indians. I must say that, man. All right, I'll finish off. And he shall rule them with a rod of iron, as the vessels of a potter shall they be broken to shivers, even as I received of my Father. So that's speaking of the power, man. The power of dominion that the Lord is going to give us to the ones that hold fast, man, and keep the works until Yahweh Shem Yahushua returns, man. All right, that's all we had through the Spirit. You know, Lord willing, this was an edifying camp. Want to end off by giving all glory and infinite praises unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, Rakadash. Double unders to our apostles and the elders at Great Millstone. And to you brothers, hey, continue to push. Till the next time, Shalom.
Shalom.